second and see if I can get this. And over there, one of the things that you do over there is you can broadcast to the world, but I already advertised it, so I did that about 20 minutes ago, so I'm not going to worry about that. But another thing that I find, like, I've only been doing this on the Fireside Chat app for about 2 months, and my followers are already like 5,952. Now, I do not get that in the room. I'd be lucky if I get 59 in the room. Yeah, I'd be lucky if I get 5 or 9 in a room. But it's been good. And one of the other talks that I really like is on Saturday nights. It's not my talk, but it's called Channels and Vessels with some of the people here from Wisdom, like Noble Ron, for example, and a few others. But yeah, so I'm just gonna get this. When you first go into the Fireside Chat app, there's a wait bot that plays music, so mute their microphone, and then there's kind of an applause, and then your microphone kind of goes live. Earlier, I turned off my video, so I'm going to turn on my video over there, although I don't see anybody in the room yet. That's cool. Yeah, absolutely. I do. Now, because I only have an iPad, so if someone was a guest over there, and because I'm only using my iPad, you wouldn't be able to hear the guest speaking over there. So it's a bit of a difficulty that way. But what I normally do is I'll just kind of repeat back their question or something, being mindful that I want the people on Wisdom to hear what's going on. So you can kind of play with it back and forth. Yeah, absolutely. Pretty much the same. Yep. And it's and they can come up to video, or they can just come up to audio. So it's kind of their choice.
Hi.
Yeah. It's so yeah, no, it's a good platform too. I mean, I'm sitting in it right now, and I don't have a guest. Didn't have a guest lined up, but but I missed actually last week because of my own technical difficulties. I missed doing it the week before. I surprisingly had 54 people in the room, and I've only been over there for like a month and a half, 2 months. So I thought that was pretty good. Right? Right? Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Right? The and actually so last week I missed. The week before I had 54. I think it was either the week before that or the week before that. Had I think it's like probably 7 of us here from the Wisdom app who like they come over and showed the love on Fireside for our Briden Farm Fireside Chat, and it was like we were sitting around the kitchen table. We shot the breeze for almost 4.5 hours, which is just like crazy. But it's normally not that long, but it's whatever you want it to be. And what was that? Yeah, right. Yeah. So yeah, it's hey, there's Curdy over on Fireside. The Curtis James actually helped me to um, host my first couple of shows over there because he was already over there. He has a show that, if I'm not mistaken, is called Modern Day Hippies, and if I'm not mistaken, 21st, 22nd. He's going to be relaunching that. He used to have used to have that. Curdy, you're there. Is that right? Is it the 21st or 22nd?
Yeah, I was trying to wait because I knew the train was coming.
Your volume is really low.
Yeah, it is. Wait, I don't know what I have on. I accepted video mode because
Yeah.
I'm outdoors.
Oh, okay.
I'll come back up. No, it's okay. Um, I just let me flip. What's going on here?
So yeah, Curdy's kind of having a little technical difficulty there on Fireside.
Yeah,
The
there we go.
Cosmic, I see you stepped down. Don't feel like you had to do that, but that's part of the problem. Is the people on Wisdom don't hear the guest on Fireside. But if you want to find us over there, you're more than welcome. Um,
There's
and
all
yeah, like
solar stuff.
I believe it's the 21st. I believe it's a Saturday. If
Earth
that
Day,
makes sense. What is
Earth
it?
Day, Earth Day,
Earth Day.
Earth
Earth Day.
Earth Day.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry. If I'm coming through very low, I apologize. I just thought I'd come up really quick and be on video for a moment and be outdoors, be in nature.
Right. Now, how come I'm not seeing you?
I don't know.
Oh, there you are. I'm seeing nature. I thought it was I gotcha.
Those are my solar lights. Yeah, it's
Right.
a lot of, and we have a little bit of traffic this evening,
Right.
which is okay as long as I don't get faces put into.
So I am
So what's
sitting
happening
here.
over your way?
Well, I'm sitting here, and my better half just brought me an oat cake.
I saw him hand you something, and I wasn't sure what it was.
Right
Um,
now, an oat cake is, I'm going to say, a Scottish thing. I'm not sure it's a Scottish thing. It's a Cape Breton island thing, which is
okay.
an island sort of off but joined to like the mainland of Nova Scotia.
Mhm.
I love them. It's
That looks good. I eat Cliff Bars. I don't know
right,
if yeah, same kind of the same thing, but
along
I
this,
mean, that's probably more natural than
right,
mass
be
production.
be along the same line. I probably should have looked up a recipe for
Yeah,
uh,
I didn't even think about that. That's a great idea. Oh my gosh.
Cape Breton oat cake recipe. I think I've made them once. The I love to bake, but I just don't take time to bake. The
I, I'm
uh,
I'm I'm poor at baking. I'm
right,
not a I'm not a like as when it comes to
my
that, like I'm okay like doing it, but
right,
it doesn't turn out
my
great.
my sugar cookies. So there's a little country fair exhibition once a year in Caledonia, Nova Scotia, down in Queens County, about 45 minutes from here, and it's well known for its the little. They're going to shoot me if I put it this way, but they're well known for their little old lady, little old church ladies who are well known for their baking. And so we went in, and Denis had done up some wildflower arrangements, and we did
Yep,
some maple syrup, and our maple syrup took first place in the area. Is also known for maple syrup
awesome.
locally. And as you know, I sell Watkins products, so I like Watkins vanilla, pepper, cinnamon, and things like that. And my sugar cookies took first place, and my molasses cookies took third
Ooh,
place.
it's
And
been
by
a
the
while
time the
since I had
awards
one of
were
those.
handed out, people weren't kind of tee-heeing, look at these two guys bringing in flour and baked goods. They were like, where do we get this stuff? And for
Yep,
about 6 months, we had really good business down there.
I believe it. I was just I mean an overtalk on you. I was like, I haven't had a molasses cookie for a long time.
Right?
Long. They're
The
good.
They are good. I actually haven't made them. I've been copying out. There's a real easy, good cookie recipe. You play with the recipe a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
but you take equal parts. So you take 1 cup of sugar, 1 cup of peanut butter, and an egg, and mix it together.
Wow, that is simple.
You put that
And you get
on
it
your
from
cookie
one of
sheet,
your chickens on your farm.
right? Oh, absolutely, from a free range Briden farm chicken. Yeah. Uh, the and so we, I think I put that in. Usually, especially through the winter, the wood stove oven for about 6 to 8 minutes. Roughly 350.
Yeah.
Watch them, you'll know when they're done. And I mean, they're like the simplest drop cookie in the world. So because of that, I cop out and do those. But the other thing is, and again, not to really give Watkins a plug, but um, with with the Watkins cinnamon sprinkled over top, or some maybe one of those, like a half a teaspoon or so of one of the extracts or flavors added in, or something like that. It's just friggin' to die for.
Oh,
So
you can't. You really can't see. There's some stars. There's a star. Yeah, there's a star.
it's
Actually,
it's
let's take a
makes
look. Oh,
makes things interesting. My mom taught me not to play with my food, and then not that I grew up and learned better than my mom, because moms are awesome, but I learned to play with my food. Yeah, and actually, the first time I sent her cookies, she was rather surprised. Yeah.
I thought the star was coming out, and here comes a plane, and I'm like, well, there's news to drop today. I've been allowed to, after 2 years, to take flight again.
Oh,
So,
nice. That's an
well, that
improvement.
doesn't. Well, yeah, no. So it was a good doctor's appointment, and
Mm,
we'll go from there. But it'll be over the summer if I wish to do so.
right.
Um, but yeah, no, it was awesome. I was like, let's talk about. I know my screen's black right now, but
No worries.
um, it's dark outside, and it takes me a little bit to get up the stairs and hang out, set up the tripod, and do all that stuff. But I want to come on and support you
I
and
just
Denise.
I I appreciate you coming on Fireside and supporting me, Curdy, and I just have to say this to the people over on Wisdom. I'm really sorry that you're not currently on Fireside with me and able to enjoy watching me eat this Cape Breton oatcake. I'm also sorry that you can't hear Curdy because I'm using my iPad and the guest on
Oh,
Fireside doesn't come through. Yeah.
is that okay? Yeah. So you kind of have to do both. Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
interesting. Anyway, whatever. We can't worry about other people. Then we're just people pleasing.
Right? Yeah, yeah. No, no, no people pleasing here. If you want to hear me
No.
ramble on,
I
wisdom's
no.
the place to be. If you want to see the new haircut
I
and
know
and
it
and the
looks great.
smiling face, then you have to
Yes,
come on Fireside.
I know. I really wish. I really wish I could. I know that it's just dark here, and I can't. Well, it doesn't matter. Like whatever.
No worries.
It, I could set up the auroras, and that would be awesome, terrific. Um, but yeah, no, that's.
Hey, check out my new mug that a
Hang
friend
on.
of mine gave me for my birthday in March.
I can't. Oh, it's because I'm on here.
Can't see it,
Well, no, because of the I have to
right?
change my
No worries.
video.
So the
What does
first
it say?
so the um, first thing is, it's a tin mug, and I love tin mugs.
Oh,
So again, if you're on Wisdom, not to ever
can't
steal
see
anybody away
this.
from Wisdom, because I do love the Wisdom community and the
I
app.
do.
But
Yes.
the if you want to see the mug, place to do it is firesidechat.com/Briden Farm. The
Or YouTube. I was over on YouTube also.
right? Yeah,
Yeah.
well, yeah, you can. It is. It's broadcast on YouTube, but I mean, it's not really interactive on YouTube, or I'm not interactive on YouTube.
Yeah.
Not like I am on the Fireside. Anyway, nice tin mug that a friend gave me for my birthday in March, and it's I call it tin. I guess it's probably steel. Um, but and the only reason I say that is the saying on the mug is Brian, beneath the steely exterior beats the heart of a dashing hero. Now, I don't know how much they were sucking up, but you know what? I still love the mug.
Yeah, and I mean it is pretty tappy. You almost spit out your drink.
You say tappy or tacky?
Tappy, tappy, yeah, tappy. Well, hey,
Absolutely.
I'll, I gotta go, but I gotta get. So I'll just.
So before you go,
I will.
the no before you go, I need to give you an update on the piggies.
Yes, absolutely. That's what I was just getting ready to say.
Right?
Like, I want to hear that first.
The so as you know, last Wednesday evening, I spent my evening, half the night, sitting with our pig Lara,
Yes.
and Lara had 8 beautiful, healthy baby piglets,
Oh,
and
we're at 8 now.
yeah, oh yeah, she had 8. The
Okay.
and she so we didn't crate her. It was all natural. Um, she has not crushed one piglet. They are last night a week old, so a week and a day old. Today we had our friend come by who looks after
Okay.
the little males because they need to be done at about 10 days, turning them into barrows or fixed males. And the I also want to show you this. The so we found out today that there are 3 males and 5 females
And
now.
there was a polka dot one, or like,
And Dot has become Dotster. Dot is a boy. I'm hoping that
oh no.
somebody's going to want a bear. It's going to want a boar, and we don't have to
Okay.
fix Dot, but we'll see. I'm going to turn this around and show you something else. If you can see, that is
Yep.
Willow and her kittens, and they were born back on the 8th of March. And so they're about 5 weeks, maybe a little bit more. And they are now, the mother, has litter trained them,
You're gonna laugh at this. You're gonna laugh at this. My neighbor's dog is barking because of the
right?
cats.
Barking at the cat, right?
And you're clean shaven.
And I'm clean shaven. Spring, my friend,
Amazing what
spring.
happened.
I no longer need the
That's
extra
true.
insulation.
Yeah. That's true. Oh my. Yeah, no, it's been a joy, Brian. And hi, Denny. Um,
Yeah, he's out of earshot, but I'll hand that on.
it's it. Yeah, it's all right. Yeah,
the
I have to. So it's been it got up to 88 degrees my way today, and it's a comfortable. Well, I was wearing a leather jacket and a hoodie. Like I was just like, or a beanie. I'm sorry, I said hoodie and a beanie, and everybody's looking at me like I'm strange. And I had like some doctor's appointments to attend to, and I was just like, yeah, I'm a little chilly, but the humidity was like 35%. So, you have to incorporate all those factors. And, but I think this evening is going to be a peaceful evening to sit outside and have dinner. So, where's Roscoe?
Roscoe, where are you? That's about all I'd need to do, and he appears. Roscoe, hey, come.
Oh wait, my videos.
Wait.
Turn on the
Yep, okay. Dad's got crumbs in his hands. That's the most important thing.
There we go.
There's Roscoe. Hey,
Roscoe. Hey,
hey.
What's up, buddy? Oh, I wish I could
Are
tell
you going
you
to
right
chase your
now.
tail now? You going to chase your tail now?
Yeah, he is.
You do know that the one thing you never do is compete with kids or. So that's Roscoe and his best friend Pete.
Okay, Pete, yeah. Hi, Roscoe.
Hard to believe. Pete is only like
Can he?
that's Pete.
He can't hear
Pete.
me.
Hi, Pete. There's Pete.
Pete.
Hi, Pete. Say hi, Pete.
Hi, Pete.
Yeah, he did. Dad, you're boring. I'm gonna yawn.
No, he did though. He opened his mouth and said hi. Like,
right?
Please get me out of this shot.
Hi.
Hi.
Yeah, pretty much.
Alrighty, Brian. Much love to you and Briden Farm and
Thank you.
and all of everything that you're doing. And we'll chat later.
And any idea on that? I have a friend who says he's logged into Fireside, but he can't get visible. he's invisible on Fireside.
Oh, geez. The Invisible Man.
I have no idea.
Well, I would. I mean, I would. I would turn it around on me just like you could see me, but you can't.
Yeah, no worries. Oh yeah. Actually, actually, he's seen this before, but just hang with me for another minute there.
I will. Yeah.
First of all, he was saying hello to you, Denis, and the reason Denis wasn't, or one of the reasons that Denis wasn't in the room, is because he is busy preparing 15 dozen eggs.
Wait a second. I'm getting a quality message here.
Oh,
look at this. Oh, there's brown.
Right.
And did I see a white? I'm getting a notification from
That's not white.
network quality. Poor network quality. It's like, yeah, well, I'm on Wi-Fi, so
yeah, right.
And that's why I can't see the picture. All right.
Oh, okay.
Wait, let me single out. Okay, yes, I see them.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, how many are there?
That's
he's putting together 15 dozen tonight.
Those are bad ones.
And the
those are bad ones.
Yeah.
The bad ones, not because they're like really bad ones, but this is that's henpecked. That was pecked. So we keep those ones for ourselves.
Do you know how to test an egg?
You're on camera.
Yes. You put it in water.
Yeah.
If it drops to the bottom, that means
floating.
Yes.
If the egg is not floating,
if it floats, that's right. I always get it confused.
So if it's float, it's no good. If it's standing, it's still good, but you got to use it as quick as possible. But if it's laid on the side, it's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So those ones,
mostly they're all good.
I see one right there that's kind of like on this angle here.
Yep.
Just angled a little bit.
Yeah.
That's fine.
See, get up. See.
And the one next to it.
That's a big stink.
Yeah, but I consider it good.
Yeah, it's good. It's good.
This.
As long as they're not floating.
See this one?
Yes.
This one is still standing on the end.
Yeah, floating means they're expired.
Yeah. Right.
But if this one is it's standing up, I don't give that one to a customer. I'll keep it for us.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because
and you'll eat it right away.
It's on the urge to be
right. And we'll eat it. Yeah, that'll probably be breakfast tomorrow.
Yeah.
I made an omelet today. It had red onions, and mushrooms with it, and I topped it with Swiss cheese and peach habanero sauce.
Right? That would be good.
It was beautiful. No, this is great. I love it. Thank you for sharing.
Right? Hey man,
You're welcome.
you you come by and help me make it a show. I appreciate that too.
Yeah, I will. It will be.
My friend Skip is out there lost somewhere in cyberland because he
and when
says he's
Cecilia
logged
comes
in, but
too, like
he's invisible tonight.
if Cecilia can come too, like that would like no, I'm talking about like really being there in
Yeah,
person.
the visit, that would be
Like
awesome.
yeah, no, absolutely.
Awesome.
And obviously do some work and hey man, this
We'll
is
put you
great.
to work.
Yeah. It is what it is.
Right?
It's my famous
Hey,
saying.
I have a question for you.
Okay.
This is terrible for everybody else who might ever see this video. But at the
yeah, it's not.
yeah,
It's not gonna be the best quality.
At the risk, well, if I come too close to the camera, does it kind of distort my face?
Yes.
Right?
I like it back. I like
Yes.
it. Yeah, when you have it back.
I need to tell. So Cecilia, if you ever watch this later, and I forget to tell you, so the first time Cecilia did a live talk, she invited Denis and I on like live talk here on Fireside. She invited Denis and I to come on.
What was that? Where was that?
It was just like it was almost like a private. It was almost like a private talk.
Okay.
We were already talking to her or something, and so anyway, she got like the three of us, but she was up here to the camera, and I can actually see like it kind of makes my own face look funny, and I felt bad because what I was seeing on the camera was, I think, a total disconnect from what she actually looks like. Because I mean, I can see how that distorts my own face, right?
Yes.
You actually need to be back a ways
right
to get the proper view.
So here I am saying the R word again. Yeah.
Right. So I'm sure that Denis and I, like, our mouths kind of fell open. It's like, oh well, we don't want to do that. I mean, we don't know all of her story. Maybe something happened that it did kind of mess with her face. But then I got thinking about it later, and then I happened to notice that I was too close to the camera one day, and it was like, oh, it's not her face, it's the friggin' camera angle.
Yeah, I mean, it's like I could. Hang on, give me a moment here. I'll try to stand up.
Funny. So this is being broadcast over on Wisdom too, so I'm sure she's going to find this and laugh, but because she loves us so much, she'll forgive me, right?
No, I'm not saying that word. There we go. I'm gonna
too funny.
There we go. All right. Cold. It's 85 degrees outside, and
right. Oh, there you are. What temperature is it here, Denny? 55. 9, 18, 50, yeah, low 50s.
So this is generally my my makeshift bed, and
but like today we were driving in the truck and we had the windows down. So
there's my
this is awesome weather.
There's a name brand on this one. Well, this one's not so bad, but
right.
And I could go. How you doing, Brian?
Yeah, right. You see, it does. It sort of distorts your face when you get too close to the camera. I'm not trying to
lay down. It's just like I gotta raise my legs. So
right. No worries, my friend. Go enjoy your evening. Thanks for coming by.
Absolutely. And April 22nd. Well, I mean, I'll be in touch with you before.
Right.
And if Denis has any insight as well, I'm sure I know you guys work together, so
right.
I want to make it an educational experience. So, and I really, I think we'll just start with regenerative farming.
Cool.
And then Let's see. I'm trying to think.
I might even get a plug-in for my newest book.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, do it.
It's which, if anybody's listening to this later, bridenfarm.productions with an S, so no .com, it's bridenfarm.productions. There's a store link over there where for $10 you can get the PDF copy of my book, because I just totally self-published this one on our website. So it's
what does it include?
It's roughly like 50. I know it's not exactly what you meant. It's roughly like 50 pages long. It's, my gosh, what is it called? I'm tired. I had a long day.
Hey, what's the purpose behind it?
No, it's small scale farming. It's homesteading. Actually, the sub title is Homesteaders Changing the Way That We Live. And
it looks like I have like something going on here, and I realized I didn't shave right.
the small farm revolution. There we go. The small farm revolution, and homesteaders changing the way that we live. And the PDF is over there for like $10. There's the option to buy the paperback, but really, it's the paperback's $30, and the PDF is $10. So I mean, people go with the $10. I will make as much off of that, about the same actually.
Well, here's over here, as you can see. Whoops, let me get my feet. You see what's going on here?
Hey, there's that girl we've been talking about.
Yep.
I will invite you to speak, but I'll also invite you to video, so then you can do whichever you feel more comfortable with.
I just had to laugh because my doctor saw my hat today and he's like, "What's that?" I was like, "Oh, that's my new brand." And he's like, "That doesn't include what I think it does it?" And I was like, "No." Modern day hippies? No.
Did you just smile at him and say, "Well, what do you think it includes?"
It's cool. No, my doctor's awesome. And he was laughing, so he was just trying to create a joke, but he's like, "That looks really nice." I'm like, "Thank you."
Right.
I was wearing my hat. I'm wearing something else, but I didn't
up here, that's what we call a toque. That's like the Great Canadian Toque, eh?
I'll say the let me do this. I'll say I'll be funny, and I'll end it with this because I really have to get some nutrition in me.
Gotcha.
It's so the title of the company is I'll do it as an acronym. It's All Day I Dream About Sex.
Okay, so spell that out.
ADIDAS.
Oh yeah. Little copyright infringement or what?
Well, I gave you letters. I didn't give
right.
And
of course, theirs is 2 Ds, isn't it?
Well, what? Wait.
I don't know. Yeah.
Well, I'll get in trouble if I say the
right.
I got in serious trouble for saying the competitor's name one time.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you have to be careful. No.
Wait, let me bring up the Tony Kudos, huh? You know what I'm saying?
So, well, speaking of kudos, Cecilia is in the room, but Cecilia is also live on Wisdom, so I don't know if she's making us live on Wisdom.
She does both.
We love her either way.
Brian, it's been fantastic. It's been wonderful. In those eggs, I mean, I can't. I got the clearance to fly. Like, so it's like when I posted that earlier, I didn't want anybody to think like I was on this like weird list.
Yeah, I got it.
Government list, like you're not
I'm
allowed
no
to
longer
fly.
on the do not fly list.
Yeah, like no, it's not that. I'm actually
I got my ground clearance.
yeah. So it came down to because my dad, I mean it's been forever. I mean I haven't flown forever. Let's see, when's the last time did I fly? It was January of 2020. I went down to Florida, went to Disney World for the opening of Star Wars, and that was right before COVID hit. And then I was also right before I got nailed with my health issues. That all happened at once too. So that was nuts. And then beyond that, um, yeah. So like today, I finally had that conversation. I was like, "Am I allowed to fly again?" Because I really don't feel like driving anywhere. Like 26 hours and all
Right.
that. And then if I got to do anything, like I know what I got to do. I have a physical therapist. I have in-home nursing and everything else. But I mean, you can tell like I look healthy, and
I just I'm looking you pretty near in the eye now, right?
yep,
I never know where to look on these things, right?
I
So I
know.
just realized that I can move the picture,
Yeah, you can.
so I can put you like front and center right under the camera,
Yep.
and then if I'm looking at you, I'm looking at you.
Yeah, that's been strange for me too. Because sometimes you look like you're looking to the side or
Right?
over here, or like your eyes get a little squiggly.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'm in my living room too, but this is my makeshift bed for the moment.
Right. Right on.
It is what it is. I mean, I'm authentic. I'm give two Fs. Flying.
Yeah. Yeah. No, we're pretty much the same that way. It's just it is what it is. Take it as it comes. So
It's been-
one of the things that as I was, I should have brought that up because I don't think I can look at it from there. The one of the things that come together when I did the Small Farm Revolution, when I did that book,
Mhm.
actually come together. That everything I've worked on for like the last everything I've worked on online for like the last 6 months to a year, come together as I was writing the back cover.
Oh.
Because I'm listing, okay, our website,
Mm-hmm.
um,
Your
the
website's great, by the way.
the thank you, the like the bridenfarm.com, the bridenfarm.productions, which is our podcast and our videos,
Okay.
and the Fireside and Wisdom, like wisdom.app/Briden and everything down the line. And I actually have a room over on Clubhouse that I don't use, but I'd like to get to a point where we do use but it come to me. It's like, wait a minute, I have interjected all through this book that we're building a community. We want to help other homesteaders, other farmers. And then as I'm going down through this, it's like, well, wait a minute. They can be coming on Fireside. They can be coming on Wisdom. They can be on our platforms.
Yes.
Come tell us. It's always hard getting local people, and I think especially homesteaders and farmers, to do that because,
Mhm.
first of all, a prophet in his own homeland never has respect, or something like that. An old ancient manuscript once said, very, very truly. The So it's not just me, but anytime, you know, it's easier to build credibility with somebody who hasn't wiped your bottom, right?
Yeah.
Has hasn't been there and seen you when you're out on a Saturday night and
I
not
gotta
not
tell
in
you,
your best form.
the
Which
biggest
for me has been 28 years. But come on, people. the
so
but
if she
to
does
be
come
able to have other homesteaders, small firm people, yeah, the
she doesn't no, because if Cecilia sees us, she loves this red jacket.
right. It's an awesome. That's nice. the And there is Sarah Dell. Hi, Sarah. I don't know. It's one of the funny things on Fireside. I sometimes tap into talks that I don't necessarily mean to be in. But Sarah, please stick around if you want to be here. Yeah,
Well,
I
hey,
do
Briden,
invite people to speak, and so you're welcome to speak if you like, Sarah. If you have questions, or maybe you have a farm, um, I'd like to give space to other homesteaders and other farms, especially small farm operators, to tell us about them.
absolutely.
And right,
Yeah,
so that's almost like it's almost taken on that kind of a life now with the things
that
that I've
kind.
set up.
Yeah, no, I know, and it makes sense. But I think, there's a lot of intimidation when it comes down to like farming or
Mm. Oh, there
growing
is.
food, produce, all that stuff. And
Yep.
but then some just like to keep their um, some homesteaders just like to keep their traditions on private,
Yeah.
and
Oh
I
yeah.
kind of that's why I get in trouble all the time. But
Yeah. Right. Me too.
so
Yeah.
I'll end the video with let's see, a little quick shot here. I didn't flip around. It's still on me. Yeah, so I have to drop. I'm going to be dropping 20 pounds here in the next few weeks. I can't wait. But
What are you doing? Selling that dresser?
yeah, I mean, come on, who wouldn't want this guy?
Right.
And here's the Bluetooth, and then there's that cup. And I mean, there's so much merch, but I keep them out there because I like making
so
it.
so modern day hippies, not to do with anything that
That starts with M and ends in A.
right.
It has a dead in it.
More about homesteading than
Yeah,
that.
and
the
as
uh,
well as
yeah,
well as green, and green,
right, right.
buildings and
There
just like
there are
solar.
things that are green other than grass.
Hi, Cecilia.
She's still live on
Oh,
Wisdom. She
she
was
just
just
went on.
nice enough to
Okay,
come over. Yeah, she sent me a message.
gotcha.
The yeah, I think maybe
I'm just gonna keep
that
him right there.
that
I
might
wish this little teddy bear would talk. You know,
build a bear. Build a bear.
I could.
The the it one of the yeah, that might be one of your kind of sub slogans for modern day hippies. Is there there are other things green other than there are green things other than grass. So, some,
Oh, whoa! They're green. Okay, yes, I'm gonna have to re-listen to that because
right
write it down right now. I like
there
they're
there
green,
are there
but
are
it's really meant to be music, mind, body, and soul.
right. Yeah, yeah,
No, it's like when
yeah.
I come over and get
Almost the opposite of what people would assume. It's,
yeah, no, because my doctor knew. I mean, they get my blood work all the time,
right
but and it's like they don't see that.
there.
Like, but there's the wait. Let me So there's my crystal singing bowls.
Cool.
There's my drone.
Hmm.
Another thing that's part of the collection I got.
Is it a is it a turtle that's on the drum?
Oh, the drum.
Is it a turtle? No.
It's
Oh, okay, okay. I thought
yeah.
it was a turtle.
Check this out though. So then you have
Nice sound.
Yeah. So when I upset the household the other day, I feed her in the picture. Sorry, I'm bloated. It went, and it's just my lower body, but I try to be professional about this stuff, but some things just happen live and whatever. Well, it's not as bad as it was earlier. I'll tell you that much. But anyway, I don't know. So I went out and I started going. But there's the crystal pyramid.
Love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's the rain stick over there.
Right.
It's kind of a mixture of because we're still dealing with my grandmother's estate from back in December.
Right.
And then I brought everything down here because I made the living room my makeshift bedroom. And if Alexa, turn on TV.
Okay.
Boom. Yeah, I can't show the names, but it's funny. It's interesting, and yeah, no, I definitely want to work with you on that. And then we have to go with. Let me see if I can find. What did you say about the grass?
There are
Greener things.
There are green things other than grass.
There are green things other than grass. All right.
And you're welcome to reword that. That's,
hang on.
That's the general thought.
Because I have all this focused work here. There are green. No, I mean, if you don't mind if I use it.
No.
I like it.
yeah. I'm asking you
There.
to use it.
So this is live. This is live.
Okay, I wondered if that might be. That's Sarah from Wisdom. The other the person, Sarah Dell, in the room.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
There are green.
I got enough eggs right there for an omelet on the table. I got 6 dozen and one all in together.
Imagine the. I'll bring that out in case Sarah and Cecilia actually can see the screen. The getting another 15 dozen eggs ready for tomorrow. Getting so this is, and I'm going to show you right now. This is one omelet, right? Right. 6 dozen eggs, right there.
Yeah, I was trying to count them earlier, and I was like, "You didn't leave it on long enough."
8 in a row, and there's 9 row.
8 by 9. 8 by 9.
Right.
And I got the pan for doing an omelet for that too.
Plus the ones
already washed.
Plus the they're still good, but plus the rejects. Those are the ones that we'll eat ourselves.
Are those mason jars?
And others that are getting long.
I'll dig out the pan. I'll show it to you.
The pan? Oh.
No, mason jars. No, do you have mason jars?
Do we have mason jars?
Yeah, it was off to the right.
Well, these are those are dirty ones.
Okay, no, yeah.
I guess my stash is my stash. That sounds really good.
This is gonna be great when we do this.
Haven't touched anything in like 28 years by my stash. My stash of mason jars.
I got my stash. I'm gonna write that down. I'm writing it down right now.
Yeah.
As you can see, there are green things other than grass. I got my stash.
Oh my! I'm trying to turn this thing back around. There we go.
I'll show it to you.
See, if I stand here, it's the only place I get a halo. See?
There you go. We'll end it with this. If you watch
there
this,
are green things other than grass.
I got my stash.
I got my stash. Oh, that, you know what? That works. That's just that's funny.
It is.
There
Yeah.
are 3 things other than grass. I've got my stash. That's
Oh, I've got my. Whoop. Yeah. Gotta put a little. There we go.
too funny. So
I've got my stash.
So it's funny. My friend Skip just sent me a message, and I'm testing this. Skip, if you actually hearing me, because it sounds like he just sent me a message that says "Give up while you're ahead." So I'm not going to respond to that on Messenger. I'm going to leave it sit there for now. But it's almost like I think he's hearing me, but he's literally not. Like we're not seeing him in the room. That's odd.
Oh, then here's where I do my readings, and I'll put my thing
Oh,
down. So
yes. Denis wants to show you his little frying pan.
Awesome.
Because remember, he said that those 6 dozen eggs would make an omelet. So I'm going to turn this thing back around and show you his little frying pan.
What the? What?
So if Brian
That's
showing
like
up
your
late,
body, bro.
So I usually try to behave.
because
That thing's huge.
if he's late, I'm waiting for him. Look,
That's how
So-
you. Oh my god!
The
This
so-
turned into a comedy show real quick.
right, right.
if he's
Just
late,
a minute now. He wants to show you something else. Skip,
Oh.
I got your message. Just hold on here now.
All right.
So what exactly is it that you wanted to show him?
if he's late, I got him.
I try to behave.
Yes. Gosh.
Just
How big-
a little,
where does it-
just
where
a
does the-
little frying
where does-
pan.
Little, yeah, little. That's like a 20-inch
You can do a
frying
meal
pan.
for 4 people in that pan.
We have done southern fried. So set it down that way. Yeah. So we have done southern fried chicken. In that
Yes,
pan.
you have for sure. Oh my!
Yeah,
Jeez.
it worked good on the wood stove.
That come to us from a friend who got it from a friend who supposedly got it from an actor in New York.
Was that can't think of the name of it right now. Iron, the type of skillet that it is.
Sarah, how do I do this? Accept. That's not little. That's tiny. Okay, accept all. I'm trying to.
Somebody's gonna smack him.
Right? I say, I really try to behave myself.
We
Takes
all
a
gotta
lot
have
to keep
fun.
a Hurlbert in line, but
Yeah. It's all right. Well, hey, like I said earlier, I gotta go, but I enjoyed. This was great. So,
right.
and we'll leave.
I know Sarah was trying to come up, and I was trying to accept it, but I don't know, something happened.
All right. Well, I got to turn off, but I'll go back to.
Have a good night, man.
Yeah. No, and then I'm gonna actually release this. There are green things other than grass. I've got my stash.
I got my stash. That's awesome.
I can't wait to see the reaction on this one. And by the way, Modern Day Hippies will be out on April 22nd, which is my birthday and also Earth Day. So,
yeah, Sarah is saying, I don't know how Fireside works still. You know what, Sarah? I'm still learning too. So, keep trying because, if you can come up on Fireside, that's send another request if you figure it out. Anyway, and then I've got my friend Skip.
Sarah, just drop down and then come back in, and then it might.
Oh,
might
okay.
work that
Yeah,
way too.
maybe do that too.
It's kind of like that wisdom,
right? Wisdom glitch on Fireside. There you go.
Yeah, there.
It only happens to wisdom people.
I forgot you're broadcasting live on Wisdom.
That's right.
I was trying to keep the
That's okay. They don't hear
Trying
your
to keep
voice.
the curse words out of it. So
Yeah, well, they don't hear your voice. They only hear mine, and they think I'm talking to myself when they hear this over on Wisdom. A good excuse to come over to Fireside Chat at least long enough to see what's actually going on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's trying it. All right. Well, I got to go. I'll talk to you later, Brian. See you.
All right. Have a good night.
All right. You too.
Too funny. And then I have my friend Skip, who I'm communicating to through the back channel of Messenger, who actually hears us, but hasn't appeared in the room. So I'm wondering, and I don't know how to explain this, but I'm wondering if the link that I sent you took you to a page, like the page, but you actually don't have it open in the app. So you're kind of like on the website sort of thing, seeing it live, but you're not actually on the app. And I'm not sure if you have to download the app, open the app. Oh. Oh my. Yeah. And Cecilia, are you still listening or are you still on Wisdom? Yeah. She's on both. It's a good friend and a fan. I'm using my computer. Yeah, that's probably why. I think maybe on the computer, all you did get on the computer, Skip, is you probably just get to watch and listen and see me be silly. And people like Gertie. But yeah. Yeah. You know what? At least we know how to have fun. And so, getting back to the pigs, and I don't mean Curdy and I. I heard Curdy laughing in the background. Lara and her 8 beautiful baby bouncing piglets. So I see Sarah's back in the room. I'm gonna wait for a moment. And Sarah, if you want to send a request, I'm not sure how you do that. I think you might click on either the bottom left with the 2 little lines, or maybe even your picture. Oh, there, you figured it out. Now, if I accept that, you are live.
Hello?
Hey, Sarah.
Whoa.
Whoa. Good morning, Sarah.
Good day, morning.
Sarah's favorite thing to do to people, and I think it just confuses them, is
What are you talking? I'm confused. What is
is to say good morning and just see if people are awake.
Oh yeah, I can understand.
It's funny. I have my speakers turned up, but you and Curry were both very low in your volume.
My bad.
No worries. No worries.
Can you hear me now?
We can hear you.
Oh.
You're just low.
Oh, okay. I don't know how to work this thing.
So I was saying that we're discussing pigs, and as I already said, not just Curdy and I. I mean, I don't mean Curdy and I. The Lara and her 8 little piglets that she had a week ago last night.
Mm-hmm.
So they, like, all 8 have survived. Traditionally, a female pig is put in a cage or a crate so that they're, like, when they have their babies, they don't roll over, they don't crush them. That's the reason they do it. We didn't do that. We did like a completely natural birthing process. Probably the least natural thing about it was, as I was sitting there and patting her and telling her she was a good girl and what a good mama she was, and consoling her as she was going through her labor pains and over a 4 to 5 hour period, and had her 8 little babies.
Mm-hmm.
And on our website at bridenfarm.com and on our video podcasting bridenfarm.productions with an S, our videos and pictures and everything. Last night, because the piglets were a week old, I took a picture of when they were born and how big they were last night. And I'm exaggerating a little bit, but when they were born, they were the size of what their head is now. Like, they just,
Really?
to look at the pictures, it's just incredible. And today, day 8, they actually, I've kind of seen them, like, maybe nose the water, nose the hay, maybe nose the feed. But today, they actually come, they have this thing they do, my boot, so that's my foot. They come over and they kind of nuzzle my boot. Um, I'm going to have to break them from that, because as they get older, I don't want them coming over and nipping my leg. But I put some grain on the toe of my boot, and they come over and ate it off the toe of my boot. So I know they're actually eating the grain. I've seen them eating hay, and I've seen them, like, at least take a drink of the water. But this evening when I was there, they were drinking water, and it sounded like they were slurping their water. It sounded like they were actually nursing on their mom. So they're 8 days old, and they've already started drinking and eating, which is great.
Oh, yay.
Right?
That's
And
awesome.
and tonight, like, I'm being very picky, or trying to be very picky as to who, if anyone, I sell these beautiful little babies to. And tonight, I have a friend who, her and her mom, a very beautiful European lady, and her daughter, who I was chatting with tonight on, like, text. They have come, and they've gotten different things from us before, and I know that they give good care to their animals, and they are going to take they're going to buy 2 of the piglets when they're ready, like the end of May. So we already have
Exciting.
2 of them gone, and so going to good homes, and as much as possible, that's what I want to have happen. I don't want to just sell them to somebody who's going to put them in a feedlot, and yeah, just, I want them to have a good life. I mean, if they go for food in the fall, I get that.
But at
But
least enjoy the life that they're having
exactly,
for that.
that's exactly it, and
I don't know that they're gonna be done. They're gonna be. That's
right.
so fun.
I mean, they are so cute right now. If I could afford to keep them all, I'd be keeping them all. But at least the ones that we sell will help pay for some feed for the ones that we keep, and for the mama, because the mama's been so great that she's sticking around. Like, that's
Yay.
the and it's in human terms, this sounds a little bad or a little rough, but the piglets will be weaned in about 21 days, and about 5 days later is when their mom will be rebred. And that's just, it's like, it's a good thing. It sounds like, really, like that's really soon, but no, that's when it kind of works out best. And in fact, I was told today by somebody who knows more about pigs than I do that she could actually probably be bred now. But yeah, no. So the 4 weeks after, about 4 weeks after her farrowing, giving birth, is when she'll be bred. So that'll be around the first, probably like around the 1st of May. So then June, July, August. By the end of August, 1st of September, she will probably have another litter. And,
So okay, so
yeah.
you saying that you said 21 days after
Yeah.
you're born.
So they were born on the 5th. So 21 days would be the 26th, plus 5 days would be the 1st of May.
Cool.
And so then the 1st of June, July, August, September would be 4 months. But it's funny, like whether you believe in God, the creator, or what, no way was it like just a big bang. 3 months, 3 days, 3 months, 3 weeks, and 3 days is how long it takes for a pig to have a baby. Like,
Wow.
it's all about those numbers. Yeah.
Wow.
It's just, it's incredible. It's yeah.
That's weird.
Cecilia's being really quiet. I know she was also live on Wisdom, so she may still be over there. Hoping she might come up and join us at some point. But yeah, it's and actually I caught your reading last night, or at least part of your reading last night of Wuthering Heights on the Wisdom app.
Yeah, this has been a lot going on to where it's like I'm not able to be there on time to read by 10. So
Right.
I've been doing it like later. I don't mean to, but tonight I might do it a little earlier. So
Right. And so, yeah, Sarah does a reading, which is usually 11 Eastern.
yeah.
So maybe a little earlier tonight. And I'm saying this because this is actually being broadcast over on Wisdom also.
Oh yeah, I saw that too.
Right. And so maybe a little earlier tonight, but usually around 11. So, like start kind of keeping an eye out. If you got the reminders that pop up on your phone or whatever.
Yeah.
Sarah is reading Wuthering Heights. And I'd like to give a shout out to her for that.
There's 34 chapters I found out tonight, and then I'm on chapter 18 now. So
You're on chapter which now?
18.
18 out of 34. So reading chapter 18 tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's not as long as the 17 because I had to put that one in 3 parts. That was the longest parted one I've ever done.
Right. Yeah. And you say you're sometimes a little early or a little late. Well, I try to do the reading of The Wizard of Oz on Friday evenings, but sometimes it ends up being Saturday morning, just depending on what's happening.
Yeah. So it's always like later than 10 o'clock. It could be like around 10:45 and then or 11.
Right.
I'm just like, oh man.
Yeah.
I'm so late on this.
So I do need to figure out how to broadcast better on both platforms, because where I just use my iPad, I have got people who are listening on Wisdom hear me talking, but they don't hear my guests, so they don't hear you talking. So that's why I keep kind of repeating. No. So that's why I kind of keep repeating things back, because I want the people over on Wisdom who haven't come over to Fireside yet to hear what's going on as well. Although I do have the
that's
link.
what you meant earlier by people think that you're talking to yourself.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, not just that I do talk to myself, but that people think that I talk to myself. Maybe a little more than I do. But and then we've got Willow's kittens who are sleeping right now. They're on the earlier part of this broadcast, but they were born the 8th of March. Nice. And so the first week in May, they'll be looking for new homes as well. And the sale, their sale, well, again, helps buy feed for the cats, and the cats thankfully keep away the rats. I can show you this guy though. This is Pete. Look at him peek.
He's like, excuse me,
Yep.
I'm sleeping here.
Pete.
Please
And
back
then
away.
he's one of my boys. And then this is Roscoe. This is my
Roscoe.
other boy. He's asleep. He's sound asleep.
He's like knocked out. You tired?
Oh. He just got up very disgustingly and went over to lay on his pillow. He says, "You're interrupting my sleep, Dad." But yeah, you know, when you have a farm, when you have a homestead, if you have chickens, especially, and chicken feed, that's right.
That's the rooster.
Yeah.
That's the rooster, not the chicken.
I know that. Well, no. See, they're both
You were
chickens.
talking about chicken.
They're both chickens. A rooster is a chicken. A female is a hen. But they're
Then
both
what the heck
chickens.
is it? Why would they call it a chicken?
A rooster and a hen are both, well, because it's a chicken. The female, as you know, is a hen,
Yeah.
and the male's a rooster.
Okay.
But did
how
you
is
like
it?
did you like that? Like,
How-
not only can I kind of do ventriloquism a little bit, but I can actually do animal ventriloquism. So I can actually do animal ventriloquism better than human.
But I'm trying to figure out. Hold on. Just so I'm not trying to get confused or confuse you. What I'm trying to figure out is like, where did the word chicken come from?
Right? Well,
Because it's
that's
that if you
simple.
have a hen and you have a rooster, I mean,
Because they're both scared to go across the road
so done.
unless they want to get to the other side.
You know, the the cow crossed the road twice because he didn't want to be a chicken.
Right?
Where did chicken come from? Who made up the word? Oh my god.
Well,
It's just going to be bobbing in my head.
a baby chicken is called a chick, right?
Yeah, but how did they get that word? How did they combine that to
They
make it
kind of pulled it out. Chicken. I don't know.
hold on.
Word origin chicken.
Oh,
The word origin chicken. Dutch. Okay. No, that just tells you how to say it in different languages. That don't tell you what it means. The word was originally Ciccen. So chicken in Old English, a language that,
yeah.
like Italian, turned its C's into CH's when they came before an I. Oh. Good question, though. Very good question. An early domestication of chickens. Yeah, I can tell you that, though. I do know that because I used to. My eyes probably wouldn't let me do it now, or my hands maybe. But I used to tie fishing flies, make fishing flies. And one of the really expensive feathers in doing that, so if you're looking at the fly, you know, with the hook on it or whatever, up here at the head of the fly is what we call the eye. It's actually a piece that goes down, but you can make an eye on the fly with a feather that's called jungle cock feather. And the jungle cock is actually the ancestor of the modern day chicken. Now there are people, on a good day maybe me, that there are people who will tell you that chickens are actually dinosaurs.
What?
Apparently, supposedly, they are supposed to be descendant from the bird-like dinosaurs, which would be, I don't know my dinosaurs. Tyrannosaurus Rex? Is that a bird?
No,
The
it's the pterodactyl.
Okay, that one.
No, you know that you can never hear a pterodactyl go to the bathroom, right? Because the P is silent.
That's good. I gotta remember that. That's almost as bad as my own humor. I don't know if my friend Skip is still watching. He's on his computer, so he wasn't able to be part of the audience, but he's part of the audience. So apparently, if a person's watching on the computer, they don't show up in the audience list, but it's actually broadcast on their computer anyway. But yeah, I can hear him groaning on that, almost as bad as he was groaning on my jokes.
You're on yours? No, bueno.
Skip's a great guy. He and I, when we lived in Moncton, New Brunswick, we went out for coffee once a week. And now, usually, we have a live video chat once a week. He's a couple of years older. I'm being nice. Tongue in cheek. I'm actually thinking he's probably gone to bed, but, that's because he's a couple of years older than I am. I'm glad he's not here. He's also twice my size, and he could beat me on the head, like boom, 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 and I'd be done, right?
What he could probably just hit you one good time, like a nail from a hammer. From how you're describing him,
he is about 20 years, not quite, about 20 years older than I am. But he and I.
Ooh, I'm telling him. You told him. You told us his age. I'm telling.
Scarily alike. And neither of us, of course, will admit that. But
what's his name?
Skip.
Skip. All right.
Yeah.
I need to get reminded that Skip needs to be told that he got his age taken out.
Yeah. Well, he's probably listening. Although he was sending me comments in Messenger, and I haven't seen one pop up yet, so maybe he gave up on me.
Oh, no.
But yeah, well, you know what? I've been on here for a little over an hour, about an hour and 15 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And morning is coming. Tomorrow is a feed run for us. We're going to go do our chores in the morning, and then we're going to get 600 pounds of human-grade hemp seed feed.
Whoa, huh?
And 550 pounds of scratch feed, which is barley, oats, corn, and wheat. And all but our rabbits get a quarter of their feed is human-grade hemp seed feed, which has a high protein, has omegas, has essential oils. When a hen molts, she uses the protein from her egg production to regrow her feathers.
Mm-hmm.
And her egg production drops. When we feed them hemp seed feed, because it has high protein, her egg production doesn't drop as much. When we go and get the free-range hens that we resell, they actually regrow their feathers faster and lay eggs better because of the hemp seed feed. And for our other animals, like our goats, for example, it was very evident when we first started giving that to our goats. A quarter of their ration is hemp seed feed, and their coats, after about 2 weeks, they just had a beautiful sheen. And the birds, their feather quality, and even their eggs seem to increase in size. Hi, Sonia. I'm not sure if that's our friend from Wisdom. Possibly. If it is, great. If it's not, that's okay too.
It's Sonia Sandara.
So is that Sonia from Wisdom?
Yes, sir.
Ah, there we go. So Sonia invited you to speak. You don't have to, but you always know that you're welcome on my stage. And so if you want to, you certainly can. Oh, I got to plug in though, because I see that I just got a low battery notice. And Sonia actually has a talk on her here as well. I caught her talk, I think, like their season finale maybe a couple of weeks ago. Her and 3 other ladies, I believe. The and but yeah, no, it's been, spring is an exciting time. And oh, that was the other thing. I moved. So over at the barn property, we have Lara, who's the mama pig, and we have 2 smaller ones, Elvis and Babe. And yeah,
It's cute.
they actually had their names before they come to us, but now we've moved them into the garden section where we're going to do garden over there. And there's Sonia, and
Hi.
we so they're in there tilling that up, and then I come over. So from the barn property to where we actually live, it's like a mile apart. And over here, where we had garden last year, yesterday, I think it was yesterday afternoon, I went out with the tiller and tilled that up. And now I'm looking to see where I can get potato seed. And usually here we can't get our potatoes and our peas in the ground until the end of April. But we're having such a beautiful April that I think mine are going in early. Hi, Sonia. How are you?
Great to see all of you.
Yeah.
Hi, Sarah. Hi, Cecilia. Hi, Curtis.
Say, this is going to sound funny, but say hi, Skip.
Skip. Hi,
Yeah.
Skip.
Skip is my friend. He's on his computer tonight. I'm not sure that he's still watching. He because he was on his computer, he could only watch. He didn't actually show up in the audience. And the reason I'm pointing that out is because I know you do a talk as well, and so people who are on their computer don't actually have the app downloaded. They can watch,
Yeah.
but they don't really communicate. So Skip's been communicating with me through the back channel, through Messenger, like Facebook Messenger, saying that he does hear me, but I haven't had a message from him in a little bit, so I think maybe he's gone to bed. But I thought I'd point it out just because you might run into it someday as well.
He doesn't have an iPhone, or it just doesn't want to download the app.
He has before. He's been in the audience before. So I'm not sure what his situation was tonight, but he just happened to be on his computer. Maybe it's just didn't.
You can do this on
Maybe
your
his
computer.
phone was in the other end of the house or something.
Yeah. Awesome. It's great to, of course, see you, catch up with you guys. I know that you, I mean, we are having a different series coming up in May and June. So
Oh,
therefore,
nice. What is it called?
it's gonna be a different show for
Okay.
For there's some
Right.
surprises coming up.
To
We're
be
still on the
announced.
planning stage.
To be announced.
So yeah, it'll be fun and exciting for sure. And
Right.
I love, in terms of like production and bringing your ideas into life is an awesome thing as a creative, right?
Right.
So
Right.
yeah.
And Sarah, she's reading Wuthering Heights, usually around
Yeah.
11 o'clock Eastern.
Yeah.
And Curdy on Earth Day
Mhm.
is kind of relaunching here on Fireside his modern day hippies.
I like that name, and like I was thinking when I saw that title, right?
So we were bantering tonight, and I kind of threw something out there, and now I think he might use it. Something to the effect of, there are other things that are green other than grass, and I have my stash.
Got my stash.
Yeah.
Do you
So
still have snow in Nova Scotia right now, or no?
where we live, there is no snow. 2 days ago, I think, trying to think, 2 days ago, we went about 15 minutes, 10 or 15 minutes, well, kind of north, kind of inland, to a friend's house, and they do actually still have snow there. What we get here is, because we get the ocean going around the coast, anything that's close to the ocean gets a salt effect and usually melts the snow, and it gets a little warmer a little quicker. And so in the winter, the inland communities are colder, and in the summer they're hotter, because in the summer the ocean is kind of cooling it along the coastline. So it's kind of a little bit different. But once you get out, there's not a lot of snow, but once you get, say, 15 minutes inland, then there's still a little bit of snow here in Nova Scotia. And Nova Scotia runs from southwest to northeast, and I'm sure that up in Cape Breton Island, probably even the northern mainland of Nova Scotia probably has snow. But I was out yesterday afternoon and tilled up a garden, like last year's garden plot, and I'm going to be looking tomorrow as we drive up the valley, Annapolis Valley in Nova Scotia, to get our hemp seed feed and scratch feed, which is barley, oats, corn, and wheat. As we go up there tomorrow to get feed, I'm going to be looking for seed potato. And that's a potato that is last year's potato that kind of has little eyes starting on it. And you cut that section off and you plant that section in the ground, and that little eye is what grows the potato plant. And of course, the potatoes, they grow under the ground. But yeah. So as I was saying, and I wanted to spend some time with our friend Sonia as well. But as I was saying, it's been pretty near an hour and a half, and I got a big day tomorrow, and I had a big day today. We actually went today and got some. They're about. So I was trying to do the math on it earlier. My head's too tired to do it now. They're 110-liter barrels. My head's too tired, but the calculator's not. So they're about a 30-gallon, maybe just a little under a 30 US gallon barrel. And that's interesting too, because it's actually about a 25-gallon imperial, or what we use here in Canada for measurement. But it will hold probably 300 pounds of feed. And so.
Awesome. I remember you talking about it last time I was here.
Oh, yes. You're a Canadian, that's right.
Yes. Still Canadian.
Canadian, yeah, me too. Although I'll tell you, if I had the money, Costa Rica,
Yeah,
we were in
let's go.
Costa.
Friends are there. My friends are there. They are US citizen, but they live there now. She does the yoga retreat thing, and they run the eco homes. Eco
Right,
homes. So that was kind of nice. Like I never thought about that. Like you can buy stuff for really awesome prices, right? And make a retreat and the whole thing. Like she just up and moved down there. She and husband, and now a baby coming. So so cute.
right. The average income down there. Now so we were there in 2018, and I mean, if things hadn't have changed, we were kind of in the back of our minds, at least thinking about wintering down there. We had really thought about it, and like the average income down there is about 6,500 to 7,000 a year Canadian, and like we could have probably gone. Well, we could have gone down. We could have left the No problem, Sarah. I seen you kind of half drop down, and she's going to go do her reading, and more power to you. The we probably could have flown down, rented like a little house or something, and lived down there cheaper for the winter than it was costing to live here in Canada and rent an apartment and pay for heat and so on. And we were there. I left my heart in San Francisco. Well, I left my heart in Costa Rica, and I think part of it will always be there. It's just I absolutely love it. Do you know which part your friends are in?
That's a good question. I will have to ask her. She's actually one on my club. Have you gone into the app, the Clubhouse? And yeah, they're both like my partners are in Los Cabos one, and the other one is in Costa Rica.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we sell Watkins products, and we're actually one of 19 executives with Watkins. And so we're not as active as we used to be, but we at one point we did our top year we did pretty near $1 million in sales, and we had over 800 sales consultants on our team. And so we went on 4 or 5 different trips. So one of the trips that we went to in 2018 was Costa Rica, but another one of our trips that we went to was Los Cabos, San Lucas. And so we've been down there. We've gone, actually, Denis, what? You have a minute? Yeah. Grab the fish from the shelf. We went for a ride in a glass bottom boat, and we went out along the cliffs. And the other thing is that we found in Mexico, they do a lot of recycling. And just hold it out there for a minute. Actually, here, I can take it.
I'll show you my bird too.
Okay, her here for her.
Awesome! Yay! Did you make that?
So Denis is going to show you his bird in a minute. This is made from recycled, hand blown glass in Los Cabos, San Lucas.
Awesome!
And we actually seen them making these, and they do, like, people in Mexico do so much great work in recycling and upcycling. It's they're really an inspiration. So here, I'll turn this around. Denise, so they can see your bird. How bad is that? This is supposed to be a G-rated show.
Yeah, it's awesome. Oh, yeah. Oh, you got what are those called again? They're not pelicans, are they?
Toucan.
Toucan.
Yeah.
Just cool. Toucan.
Yeah, it's made of really light wood.
Yeah.
It's no weight to that.
Yeah. And you can hardly see where it was broken.
Yeah. I dropped it and broke the peak. It broke from there, but I glued it back.
Yeah.
Awesome. I love the colorfulness of all of the things. The Mexican art or Latin Americans, right?
Denis is saying, who is that? That is Sonia. Sonia is, we're still on the Briden Farm chat on Fireside and on Wisdom. Sonia is on both, so she's become a friend in both. And actually, she lives in Canada too, out in British Columbia.
Oh, bonjour.
Bonjour. See if I can turn this back around here. We actually were out in British Columbia when we went to
Los
Puerto
Cabo.
Vallarta, Los Cabo or Puerto Vallarta, or both. The
Los Cabo.
when we went to Los Cabo, we stopped to see friends of ours, Mickey Boleyn, who was also in Watkins, and we went to in Vancouver. Is it Stanley Park? Stanley Park.
Yes.
Yeah, and so we've seen the totems in Stanley Park,
Yeah.
and seeing
What
a.
year did you come here? Like,
I'm trying to think if Los Cabo was. So I want to say if I know it was 1 year or the other. I think so. We went to Saint Martin. We went to Playa Mujeres, which is near Cancun. We went to Puerto Vallarta, and then Los Cabo, and then Costa Rica. So it would have been 2017. And one of the things as we were driving, actually we weren't driving, Mickey and her husband were doing the driving, driving through Vancouver, and sitting over here, way up in the air on a pedestal, was a car. Don't know if you've seen that or not. But a statue, basically. A statue of a car sitting up in the air, about 20, 25 feet. But we really enjoyed the park and the totems, and got some nice pictures there. And it's travel is such a wonderful education, but very, very glad to be here at Briden Farm and be doing what we're doing at this point. And so on Earth Day 2018, we were walking in the rainforest under the Arenal volcano in Costa Rica. And 5 years later, on Earth Day, I'm going to be taking part in Curdy's talk on here, on Fireside, of modern day hippies, which he's going to do that first one at least on regenerative farming, and seems to think I know something about that. At least this much.
do love farming. I miss that. I would like to have the next property, of course, outside of BC because it's tremendous in terms of couple millions or so, right?
Right.
So
Yeah.
to go to Spain.
I was thinking about it this morning. Like, it is so hard to make any kind of money from a homestead or a small farm. Like, it really is. And I was thinking about that, and kind of, maybe it's because I cut my hair today and it allowed my brain to, work. I don't know. I used to know the figures like really well. I don't. But I think Canadian farmers are subsidized somewhere about 40 to 60%. So, like thinking large commercial farms. In the US and in Europe, at that point, when the farmers here were subsidized to that point, I think in the US and Europe, they were subsidized to like 60 to 80%. Now, when you got commercial farms that are subsidized from 40 to 80%, and then you got the little guy, the homesteader, the small farmer, that's even trying to make ends meet, it's almost impossible. And so it's like every penny that we can scrape, every, like I was saying earlier, like when we sell the kittens, it's going to pay for feed. When we sell the piglets, it's going to pay for feed. It's and going up tomorrow to Windsor to get hemp seed feed and scratch feed. It's a good thing that we have our time, because if we had to calculate our time, we definitely wouldn't be making money. But by doing a 3-hour drive, we get to save a few pennies per pound. And I would never recommend anyone homesteading or farming who wants to make money at it. If it's retirement, hopefully breaking even, probably having to invest in it or have an off-site job is almost like a necessity. And thankfully, because I had my Watkins income, it's not what it was, but then I'm not doing with it as much as I did. Having that residual income and Denny being a little bit older and having some pension income, it allows us a little bit of freedom to maneuver. But it's really tight. Everything is difficult financially, but you know what? You just live a day at a time. You do your best. And one of the things is, here in Nova Scotia has always had a lot of resources, but it's always been a place that if you stayed here, if you didn't go to Ontario, you didn't go to Alberta, you didn't go west, you didn't strike out for somewhere else, you've always had to be figuring the angles. Like, where's that next buck coming from? How am I going to survive this situation? And when you grow up in that, it kind of becomes old hat, but it can kind of be tiring at times too. But we enjoy it. And I mean, just go look at the piggy videos over at Briden Farm Productions, and the pictures of the kittens on our website at bridenfarm.com. And when you see that just makes all the rest fade away and makes it very enjoyable. So rather than ramble on longer, already been an hour and 40 minutes. If there's anybody who wants to say something more, you're more than welcome. But otherwise, I think I'm going to call it a night. I need to double check the Wisdom app again, make sure there's nobody waiting there in the queue. Hopefully I haven't ignored anybody. And otherwise, I am just going to end this one for tonight. Invite you all to come Monday night at 9 Atlantic, 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific, to Fireside and on Wisdom, when I'll be doing our Growing Your Family Tree where I help you get started for free, finding family and ancestry. And let's see, what else should I mention? My new book, which you can find at bridenfarm.productions. There's at the top, on the top links, there's a store link, and the Small Farm Revolution. You can get the paperback, but seriously, just get the PDF for $10. We'll give you all the information in the cheap form, and I will make just as much on that as I would if you bought the paperback. So that's one thing. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I think I'm starting to ramble and probably drift away into Never Never Land. So I'm going to go join Peter Pan and Wendy. Thank you for showing up. Much appreciated. Skip, if you're still there and listening, kudos to you. Download that Wisdom app. A lot of these people on here tonight, all of these people on here tonight, are friends from over on Wisdom, where you can find us at Wisdom